Hello everybody, myself Mayuresh Nadkarni. As we can see, in today's world, we are going through a lot of changes in terms of technology, development, and various other things. But we are not thinking about our nature, and as a result, we have already started seeing the result of it. As we all can see, the average temperature everywhere in the world is rising, and it is not good for our nature. Also, it can be seen through rain patterns in the nature. Rain is falling throughout the year in the region like India, which is affecting the agriculture sector. The main and the most important reason for this to happen is the pollution in the nature. Increasing pollution has led to uncertain rain patterns, increasing heat, changing weather patterns. There are various reasons for the population to increase. The first and foremost is deforestation. Other is urbanization and industrialization. Also the increasing use of plastic, and the very important is burning fossil fuel to generate electricity. The most important solution to tackle the problem of pollution and electricity is to maximize the use of renewable energies. So we will be understanding the main renewable energy techniques in this. What is renewable energy? Renewable energy, often referred to as clean energy, comes from natural sources or processes that are currently replenished. For example, sunlight or wind keep shining and blowing, even if their availability depends on the time and weather. Now that we have increasingly innovative and less expensive ways to capture and retain wind and solar energy, renewables are becoming a more important power source. The expansion in renewables is also happening at a scale large and small, from rooftop solar panels on home that can sell power back to the grid to giant offshore wind farms. Even some entire rural communities rely on renewable energies for heating and lighting. Types of renewable energy. The first being hydropower. Hydropower or hydroelectric power is a renewable source of energy that generates power by using a dam or diversion structure to alter the natural flow of river or other body of water. Hydropower relies on the endless, constantly recharging system of the water cycle to produce electricity, using a fuel water that is not reduced or eliminated in the process. There are many types of hydropower facilities through they are all powered by the kinetic energy of flowing water as it moves downstream. Hydropower utilizes turbines and generates to convert that kinetic energy into electricity, which is then fed into the electric grid to power homes, businesses, and industries. The second renewable energy being wind energy. Wind turbines, like windmills, are mounted on a tower to capture the most energy. At 100 feet, which is around 30 meters or more above ground, they can take advantage of the faster and less turbulent wind. Turbines catch the wind's energy with their propeller like blades. Usually, two or three blades are mounted on a shaft to form a rotor. A blade acts much like an airplane wing. When the wind blows, a pocket of too low pressure air forms on the downwind side of the blade. The low pressure air pocket then pulls the blade towards it, causing the rotor to turn. This is called lift. The force of the lift is actually much stronger than the wind's force against the front side of the blade, which is called drag. The combination of lift and drag causes the rotor to spin like a propeller, and the turning shaft spins a generator to make electricity. The next renewable energy is solar energy, and as we all know, solar energy is the most important and most used renewable energy in the world currently. So, the solar energy is radiant light and heat from the sun that is harnessed using a range of technologies such as solar power to generate electricity, solar thermal energy, including solar water heating, and solar architecture. It is an essential source of renewable energy, and its technologies are broadly characterized as either passive solar or active solar depending on how they capture and distribute solar energy or convert it into solar power. Active solar techniques include the use of photovoltaic systems, concentrated solar power, and solar water heating to harness the energy. Passive solar techniques include orienting a building to the sun, selecting materials with favorable thermal mass, or light dispersing properties, and designing spaces that naturally circulate air. The next renewable energy is bioenergy. Biomass is plant-based material used as fuel to produce heat or electricity. Examples are wood and wood residues, energy crops, agriculture residues, and waste from the industry, farms, and households. Since biomass can be used as fuel directly, example woodlogs. Some people use the words biomass and biofuel interchangeably. Others subsume one term under the other. Government authorities in the US and EU define biofuel as a liquid or gaseous fuel used for transportation. The European Union's Joint Research Centre use the concept solid biofuel and define it as raw or processed organic material of biological origin used for energy. For instance, firewood, wood chips, and wood pellets. The next and the last renewable energy is geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is the thermal energy in the Earth's crust which originates from the formation of planet and from the radioactive decay of materials in currently uncertain but possibly roughly equal proportions. The high temperature and pressure in Earth's interior cause some rock to melt and solid mantle to behave plastically. This results in parts of the mantle converting upward since it is lighter than the surrounding rock. Temperatures at the core mantle boundary can reach over 4000 degrees Celsius, which is 7,200 Fahrenheit. Thank you so much.